Okay, let's go to your driver swing here. This is the down the lane view. When you start the backswing, the club head is moving really flat here. And then you're eventually lifting this up. However, you see you're going into this crossover alignment.
Yes, sir.
It's because you're going flat. This is what I see quite often.
Okay.
But it's too flat here, and then you cannot go any further. You start lifting this, and in that process, you are lifting your elbow.
Okay.
Then the club goes to crossover alignment.
Okay.
And when you go to crossover, so basically if that's the target direction, and then the club is pointing that way, and if you come down simply from that position without adjusting anything, then naturally the swing plane becomes outward.
Yes, sir.
So as you can see the screen, the face is open, and also oftentimes your club head is moving outward.
Yes, sir.
So that's why you have, sometimes you have a block shot like results there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand on these mats here.
All right.
Yeah, yes, coming down from there. So this is into out path or outward swing plane here. And then, so your body goes to this extension here, near the impact here.
Yes. I'm very aware of that.
It's because the downswing path is into out like this.
Okay.
So you're swinging and eventually you're extending your body here. But in the driver condition, you're still generating reasonable speed. So your driving distance approaches to a 300, which is good. But in the 8 iron, about 155, 160, that's a bit too short.
Okay.
Judging from your driving distance. So again, in the backswing, you're spinning. This is called the spinning motion here. It's because your lower body is not that active.
Okay.
So what happens is, if you're in the stationary position, it's easy to spin because this only requires pushing the ground in the forward-backward direction.
Yes, sir.
So as long as you have the intention to turn, this automatically happens here. It's a spinning, called the spinning. But what should happen at the beginning of the backswing, you have to shift away and then kick the ground by using the trail leg and then turn here, instead of spinning from the beginning here. So that means that you have to start the backswing motion with some sort of a trigger motion here, instead of just standing still here.
Yes.
And then start. Yeah. So the club first goes this way, and then you are lifting this. So naturally it goes crossover here. And then also on the way down, pretty much you're using the upper body. So I can see you are upper body dominant. You have wider shoulders and good upper body, but that doesn't mean you just
Can't use them.
you have a quiet lower body.
Yes.
Still, you have to use the lower body well.
Okay.
And then this is the rear view here. So when you start the backswing, this is spinning. And here the right elbow is fairly located fairly behind your body here. In that process, from here, if your elbow just comes down this way here, that naturally the swing plane becomes outward. Okay. And also your body is shifting toward the target quite a bit here. Because of that, your left foot turns here.
Yes, sir. I've always had a lot of
That
lateral.
means you have a lot of shift motion. It's because you're going to this crossover alignment. And then on the way down, this is dropping here. From this position, the only thing you can do is just pull this down here. With that, when the elbow comes down here, you have to make a space here so that the elbow can move through. Then you have to slide your body to let the elbow goes through. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is what I see in the driver. So then, obviously, if the backswing is too flat here, then we can change the club head path, right? Instead of going too flat, you can make it more lateral here. So you can adjust the club head path to make it a bit steeper. And first, you need to have a good image of swing plane that you need to develop. The typical swing plane is, what connects the ball and your elbow.
Okay.
So you're in the setup position here. So from the ball to your trail elbow here, this is the swing plane here.
Okay.
So that means the swing plane is going through the midpoint of the trunk here, not to the shoulder here.
Okay.
And then, when you start, the club head should stay on the swing plane initially, and then it has to go above the swing plane here. So what happens is, this elbow follows the swing plane.
Okay.
If I put my hand here, showing the direction of the swing plane, when you turn, so if I move my hand along the swing plane here, and then fold the arm, you end up with a lot higher position here.
Yes.
And more importantly, it's a one-piece motion here. So from here, just following this path and then going to this position. It's a one-piece motion.
Okay.
Rather than spin and then try to lift. So that's what you need to change more than anything. So in general, having the image of lifting the hands a bit higher in the backswing, and they pretty much throw the club head toward the away direction instead of pulling it in this way here.
Okay.
So almost have the image of throwing it that way.
Okay.
But then it will continue the motion, and then in one motion, you will be able to get here.
Okay.
So in doing that, one thing you have to avoid is moving the hip backward.
Back that way.
If this goes backward too much, then automatically this goes low.
Okay.
So you have to support your body well by using the right leg here. So we're going this way. You have to bring the hip up, slightly backward and then up here. So you have the image of bringing the hip up rather than backward.
Okay.
So the backswing motion is not spinning. In order to spin, your hip must move backward here, right? But instead, you are shifting that way here.
Yeah.
With that, if you shift that way, automatically you will be able to push the ground and then bring the hip up here.
Okay.
So in other words, the most fundamental movement at the beginning is the shift motion, rather than just the spinning without shift.
Okay.
So let's practice this a little bit. So here's a swing rope, which I normally use to establish the swing plane. But this time, let's practice the shift motion with this.
Okay.
So the target motion you want to generate is hold the rope with both hands here, and then anchor it on your chest here. And then just to have a shift motion, shift your body right and left. Okay, you cannot go too far because you have wider stance, and then you have a freedom to move laterally, although you don't. You choose to just spin, but you can shift enough. But when you try to move back and forth continuously here, then you cannot go too far here, because if you go too far, then it's hard to bring it back here. So when you have a reasonable control here, so look at the rope motion here. Nice, easy rope motion. Do not introduce turn here, just the shift only, because we're practicing shift first. If you do shift well, and then add turn later, you automatically use your legs really well here. So, right and left, right and left. And in this process, instead of using the upper body here, just to hold it here.
Yes.
You're using the legs and then just to shift back and forth. With there, you're controlling the rope motion. And then it shouldn't go like this.
Yes.
Okay? So nice motion with the rope pretty much extended well here.
Okay.
And then your goal is to just move it laterally by shifting. So in other words, you're moving the rope using your legs. Yes. And then try to synchronize the motion.
Okay.
So image that you are moving this point here.
Okay.
So by using the legs, you are moving this point.
Okay.
Back and forth, right? Oh, it's too quick.
Sorry.
And then you went this way here.
Yes.
Keep it just facing forward and just use the lateral motion by using the legs. And that motion is a bit too quick.
Okay.
So you have to synchronize the rope motion and your body motion. So smoothly control this instead of a quick motion here. Yes. Really feel the motion of the end point. And on this side, no need to move that much.
Okay.
So keep it more symmetric for the moment, for the purpose of developing the rhythm. Now, if you look at the rope head, it's going slightly inward because you still tend to turn the shoulder and then try to pull it that way here.
Okay.
So just to go this way, turn, really shift your body. Still the motion is a bit too quick. So shift, particularly when the rope reaches the end here, before this is completed, if you go quickly that way,
It's too fast.
that is it's a abrupt motion.
Okay.
So you have to wait until this is done and then go that way, as if you are riding a swing.
Yes.
Comes up and wait until it's stopped and then push, right? So that way you can make the motion really smooth. Yeah. And then both ways have the feel of throwing this outward, throwing outward laterally,
Okay.
throw outward laterally,
Okay.
instead of pulling this down here.
Okay.
You still have, in the downswing, you still try to push this down here, rather than throwing the end here.
Okay.
So in order to throw, as this leg pushes the ground, you're throwing the rope here, wait, and as it comes down, then throw here. So it's throwing outward,
Okay.
instead of try to pull this down in the downswing.
Okay.
Throw out and wait, then throw out and wait, throw out and wait. Okay, now, so this is particularly sensitive here because it's flexible.
Yes.
So you can control the motion and nicely match your lower body motion and the rope motion here. Throw here. No need to intentionally introduce this motion here. Just throw. This is to feel the motion of the rope. Now, you can also use a kettlebell. Now, this is short and a bit heavy. Imagine you throwing a heavy bag of cement or something to the back of the the truck. So then when you try to throw, you have to use the legs because it's heavy. I hold it this way here. And try to keep the arms straight. Okay. And again, try to move the kettlebell laterally. You are using upper body here. Again, by shifting and then throw, shift and throw this way, and then throw. Yeah. Now, let's try this. So try to throw slightly inward.
Okay.
In order to throw this way, you have to go slightly outward,
Okay.
this way. Too much is too much. It's too much turn. No need to turn that much.
Okay.
But simply guide the kettlebell this way and then in, out, and in, out, in, out, in. And feel how you should move your body, lower body, to create this motion.
Yes, sir.
Again, in moving the kettlebell here, you're not using the upper body, but mainly using the lower body and then guide this. So throw this way, go inward, throw outward, inward, outward, inward, outward, inward. You can control this by moving the lower body properly. Okay. So again, slightly inward this way. And then in doing that, in the downswing, if your knee goes in like this, then it's hard to do that.
Okay.
So let's go up here, and then also here, focus on the left leg, and then throw, yeah, instead of pushing this in here.
Okay. All right. Very different.
So throw outward by extending your right leg, throw leftward by extending left leg. And generally, the trail leg also stays fairly straightened here, okay, instead of pushing this down here. So again, more this way here. So when your knee comes in like this, that means you're pushing and then sliding toward the target quite a bit here.
Yes.
Now, so an easier way to visualize your swing path is using this E-bell here. So hold it and then keep your arms as straight as possible. And you're not using your arms. Okay. Again, using the lower body, swing and throw back and forth. No need to go that far.
Okay.
So just throw, easy, throw. Now here, in this case, try to keep this plane, okay? So you're moving this along the plane like this instead of flipping here.
Okay.
This means you are spinning.
Okay.
So throw here. Again, if you try to lift this, it's hard because you have to use arms and everything. So try to just throw this. Nice throw. Yeah, keep swinging. And make sure, see if you are maintaining the plane. I see a bit of a flipping. Now that's better. So now here. So there are different ways to move this. Square motion is, so maintain this plane and then throw toward the target, throw away toward target, away like this. Or naturally, in your case, you're going inward, going outward, inward, outward like this.
Yes.
How about going outward here and going inward, outward, inward, outward. So when you try to throw this more outward here, if your hip goes backward, it's hard.
Yes.
You have to lift this with your arm, right? So in order to just to throw this, you have to move the hip more up and throw this way, throw this way, throw. Still on the way down here, you have a tendency of doing this here.
Yes.
So instead emphasize this, throw and kick and then lift the left hip. You're spinning. Yeah, so look at this. If my goal is to just move this along certain plane, and then the throwing motion is important here. Then the easy way to do that is using the leg kick and then throw here. So then, my arms do not do much here, just holding it here. And then the key is throwing this using the leg actions here. And you can change the direction. Go in, more out, in, out, in. I can keep this really along the plane because that's my intention.
Yes.
You don't let it just go.
Go wherever it wants.
Yeah. But you have to have a clear intention to move the E-bell along that path here. Or you can go out here and then in, out, and in, out, in, square, then in, out, in.
Yes.
So play with the direction.
Okay.
Square, inward, and outward. Try to maintain that plane, get to where you want. That's about square. Yep. Into out, yes. Into out, and then out to in. That has to be done by using your legs.
Yes, sir.
Okay, using your legs.
Yeah.
So, you can move the hip a bit more backward or less backward, but emphasize upward motion. So if you want to keep it inward here, then this will travel backward more.
Yes.
But if you want to throw it more outward, then you have to lift this up here. Yeah. So you can shift the pelvis to generate that motion here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, and then before this is completed, you tend to quickly turn the pelvis here. No, wait until this is completed and then throw. Complete and then throw. Wait and throw. Wait and throw here. So still you'll have a little bit of time gap between the initiation of the pelvis motion and then change of direction
Yes.
of the E-bell here.
But less than what?
But do not exaggerate this motion.
Yes.
This actually causes a power leak. Okay. Again, use the lower leg. Try to throw both ways. Throw leftward, throw rightward by kicking the leg. Even in this direction, even in the downswing, if your hip is moving too much backward, again, you cannot kick the ground.
Okay.
So in order to throw the E-bell this way, this leg should kick and then throw, right? But still, this has to move upward.
Okay.
Both ways, the hip has to go up.
So I need more movement with my hips.
So more going in the diagonal direction like this, along the swing plane, okay, instead of sliding backward here.
Okay.
And also not this motion.
Yes.
This is too quick spinning motion. Rather, you have to use the legs to throw this. And then in doing that, no need to lower your body intentionally.
Okay.
So this is often misunderstood. So you intentionally try to lower your body. Yes. However, focus on an up and up motion.
Okay.
Between the ups, your body will automatically go down.
Okay.
So that downward motion is not something you intentionally generate. Okay.
Understood.
Just to go up here and then up here, up, up. Between the ups, it automatically goes down.
Yes, sir.
So instead of intentionally try to lower this, and then this motion here, rather up, and then up, and then up, and then up here. In the backswing, more intentionally, try to bring the hip up.
All right.
Yes. So in order to do that, you have to have a clear shift motion at the beginning.
Yes.
When you shift, then you will be able to create the situation where you can use the right leg and the push and bring this up.
Okay.
Yep. Shift is important. And then also when you shift, actually what happens is, so you are going this way here, and then when you shift without turning the pelvis, just the shift here. Then turn a little bit here later. And then when you shift it this way also, instead of early turning, opening here, just to keep shifting and then turn slightly toward the end. So when you shift, almost you are using your butt to push against something. That's too much. Okay. It's too much, too intentional. Okay. So now imagine a triangular space here. So the bottom is defined by your feet, your stance. And then up here is narrow. So your head cannot move that much. Okay. But your head still can move up and down. And then your pelvis can move freely here within the space. But in there, don't try to intentionally turn the pelvis, just to have the image of shifting the pelvis.
Okay.
Just a shift both ways. Shift, 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 shift. The shift motion is too quick. Again, that has to be synchronized with the upper body motion here. So here, shift, shift, kick, throw, kick, throw, kick, 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 kick. So, in other words, your leg kick has to promote this motion here, instead of just doing its own thing here.
That felt different right there, yes.
Your pelvis motion is promoting the throw motion here, right? Throw, time it so that you're promoting this motion, this, by using the legs, throw here. Okay, now.
Better?
Yeah, for you,
Yes.
your handicap is low enough, but you need to engage your lower body more. That way, actually, your swing becomes easier. Still, you can take advantage of your strong upper body. But by adding the lower body shift motion, it improves the overall rhythm quite a bit.